What's up, everybody? It's Brandon, and I'm back with another Top 5 Thursday. This edition will be the Christian Bale edition, his top 5 movies. And if you know Christian Bale, he's got a gang to choose from because he's been acting since the late 80s. Yeah, he's been doing this for a while. And he's even got some sleeper picks in the earlier 2000s before he completely blew up. Rain of Fire, anybody? Just saying. Will that be on the list though? I don't know. But this entry, Top 5 Thursday entry, was suggested by Samantha Snodgrass. She actually gave me a bunch of actors to choose from, and in the end, I was like, yeah, Christian Bale. That'd be a good one to do. So here we are. Anyways, let's jump right into it. At number 5, writing this shit down now. Batman Begins. Now, most people are like, I think it's pretty much unanimous that The Dark Knight is the best Batman movie. And you know what? I think you're right. I can't argue that. But what is Christian Bale's best Batman movie? He's not even like the best Batman to me. I'm a Michael Keaton guy. But I do like Christian Bale's Batman. I don't like overthink everything. You're like, well, you see, he's not really good for this. He fits the role as is. And thinking about all the movies, since I do love Batman Begins, got my daughter in the background. She over there. Oh, other side. Over there killing it. I think she's watching Pepe the Pig or something. A little bonus content for you. I think in Batman Begins, that's his best version of Batman. And I think a lot, Ra's al Ghul, great villain. All 3 villains in the Batman movies, amazing. But, he's kind of in the background. You don't even know it's going to be, spoiler alert, Liam Neeson until the very end. He shows up at the party and burns that motherfucker down. It just, it's very, very Batman-centric. You have Batman, being Batman, essentially. Like, you see the beginnings of Bruce Wayne being scared of bats and conquering his fear, going to the League of Shadows, I believe they call him. Yeah, like, I love all that origin story shit. Now, before you, shoot me, yes, it's a little old now, but dude, they've made so much different stuff. Are you chiming in on this? Can you please not do that, please? Here, watch Pepe Pig, okay? No, she can talk, but she'll go on and on. Don't touch. Make sure you don't touch. Watch Pepe Pig. But in the League of Shadows, man, like that whole shit. Being a big martial arts fan, I love the whole ninja type vibe. Everything about that origin story was done so well, and then watching it all culminate and him becoming Batman and him being a badass Batman, at least, I think some people can argue about him being a great Batman or not, but him being, like, how cool he was as Batman, as in the action scenes and things of that nature. I got to give Batman Begins the edge here for Christian Bale's performance. I think he was best in this one. Even though Dark Knight is a better movie. So that's the stigma there. At number 4, I'm going to go with The Machinist, man. If not for the transformation alone. Now, we know Christian Bale is he's no stranger to transforming his body. Tyler Payne, he even posted that funny-ass meme how he became, he gained thousands of pounds to fucking, it was a stupid joke, but become the fucking, I don't even know what it was, earthworm type thing. It was like a 500-foot worm in the new Dune movie. And they're like, oh, Christian Bale puts on all this weight. That's just him, man. That's what he does. He always is ready for a role. He's always ready to gain weight. He's ready to lose a ridiculous amount of weight like he did in The Machinist. You never really know what he's going to do because it seems like he's up for anything. He literally put his health and body on the line for a movie, and you got to respect that. And The Machinist in general, man, he's had movies that are, bigger and badder that many will probably be like, why is it not on the list? But in The Machinist, I'm somebody, I like that every once in a while. I like that change of pace. Is like a more contained movie that doesn't feel as big. It's like a simple story. It's hard to explain. It's not exactly like a simple story. He's got all this shit going on, but it's a simple story that they take every bit of juice out of, rather than bigger budget, oh my God, action a minute, more like the previous entry, Batman. So I kind of like that, dude. I really love movies like that. And I think that kind of comes more from my horror background where they used to make these movies that were entertaining that were on shoestring budgets. So when I see a movie that doesn't seem like it has a lot going on in like the budget category and it's just pulling through and it's just a simple story that works with a little twist, I'm about that life. And Christian Bale, not only performance wise, delivers what he had to do to himself, as I said, to get into that mind frame and to get into that kind of shape where he was legitimately scary looking, where you're worried for his health. Like, that's not like prosthetics or something. Yeah, fucking hell of a performance. Hell of a job by Christian Bale, the Machinist at 4. At number 3, now this is one I had to rewatch, but another Nolan entry, The Prestige with Hugh Jackman. Oh my God, man. I got to tell you, the first time I watched this movie, everybody was buzzing about it. I'm not a big magic guy. I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess it's cool. You know, if I happen to stumble upon somebody doing magic, I'd sit and watch, but I'm not in awe of it the way other people do. I mean, of course, there's certain or other people are, I should say. There's certain tricks that really wow me. But in the end, I'm not like, I'm not like, ooh, magic. Like, there was kids I remember in school growing up that was like their favorite fucking thing. I wasn't that kid. Okay, so a little preference there. And the movie, like a lot of Nolan films, is kind of slow to get going. And I think I tuned it out more than I realized. Because when I rewatched it, everything came front and center, man. Like all the twists and turns were, dare I say, magical. It wasn't just Christian Bale. Hugh Jackman's performance and their little rivalry. I love how, spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Prestige. I almost said The Machinist. That was the last one. When he just kind of like comes up on stage in the middle of like Hugh Jackman's bird trick, and they're supposed to make like the bird disappear, and he just like kills it. Like on stage, they're like, "Oh my God!" The crowd goes crazy. They're just basically on a wrecking path to ruin each other's acts the whole movie, and it is a game of wits that is by far definitely one of Christopher Nolan's most entertaining movies. And like honestly, like I said, not being a big fan of magic, I can kind of casually like a movie if it's about magic. But there's no reason a movie about magic should be this good. It's so well constructed. The plot is the plot, but everything that intertwines with the plot is fucking, again, magical. The Prestige. You got to watch that if you haven't. Or, if you're not a big fan of magic, trust me, watch it. It's Christopher Nolan anyways, bro. And this was back when he wasn't doing such mind-bending things like Tenet that I cannot get behind. I'm tentative to watch that again. But I guess I'm going to have to. So I'm going to try to break it down in my head again. But he's doing too much these days, I feel like. I like when he had the twists and turns and the Prestige, stuff like that. Now it's like, I got to even one up myself. And it's almost like he's trying too hard for me. I kind of miss his more basic filmmaking like this. And this is not a basic movie. That's what's funny. That's how far off the deep end I feel like he has went. And you know what? Sometimes that works. Inception is one. Other times, like Tenet, to me, it just didn't work. It's like, damn it, this is either even more ambitious or just fool's gold, where you think you just got to keep amping it up. And you don't necessarily need to do that. I need more prestiges in my life. Christopher Nolan. Still, though, watch Tenet. See, make up your own mind, right? At number 2, another one of his more grounded, basic movies. Again, the plot isn't just paper thin, but you know what I mean. I have to kind of explain that with The Machinist. American Psycho. Being a horror fan, you knew this almost couldn't escape my list, right? Such just, again, a tour de force type of movie of just not a whole lot going on, and like, the wow excitement range on paper, but it's just pulled together so nicely. And it's a big reason why is Christian Bale's performance. There's something about his cadence and his charisma in that movie. Like, did you know this? Like, it's just, he's so like overly outgoing to a point it feels like overacting, but it works like a motherfucker for this movie. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. And then the whole plot line of you going along with this, just like, is he really doing it? Was he really doing it? You know what I'm talking about. Spoiler alert. But it's just a big mind fuck. You're like, Jesus, dude. Like, this motherfucker is really out here doing this right now. Because he knew he was like a fucking sociopath or something. But damn, he's out here doing crazy shit like this. Teeing off on like that homeless man towards the beginning of when everything started like going like, oh shit. And then, of course, spoiler alert, we actually, the famous like meme, we got to see the Batman kill the Joker. I know different movies, but Jared Leto played the Joker, obviously. Just talked about Batman Begins. Christian Bale had played Batman. That whole scene, again, with the, oh, yeah, like that whole talking when he's like putting on the music and it's playing like, I think it's, what's that song? Like, it's good to be square, some shit like that. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But it's hip to be square, I think is what it says, actually. But that whole scene is just beautiful. Like, the way his, like, workouts. I know it seems stupid, but, like, how intense his workouts in the movie when he's out there working out. You're like, this dude's a fucking maniac. What is wrong with this guy? Somebody. And then he's running around with a chainsaw at the fucking end. And he literally drops it on a fucking person. And he was naked in the hallway covered in blood with a chainsaw. Good Lord. That should have tipped you off right there. Like, man, how is nobody calling the cops? How's no one seeing this? Yeah, or like at least somebody come out of their apartment. Yeah, I should say. Yeah, American Psycho, great movie. And then number one, the very, very underrated Out of the Furnace. And damn it, man, I gotta say the cast really helps here because the cast is utterly phenomenal. Woody Harrelson's a guy that I am not a fan of. I really, really enjoy Woody Harrelson in comedies, almost anything he's in. But he's in everything because he's always good. But I don't necessarily think Woody Harrelson is ever like, riveting. Like he's amazing, but he does get these roles. In this movie, if he isn't, he's damn close to that. He's such a good fucking villain, dude. He's amazing in that fucking regard. And every actor, like I said in this movie, amazing in their own regards. But yet, even with all that, you still got to come back to Christian Bale because he is murdering this performance, dude. I love how real this movie is. It is depressing as fuck. If you have not seen it, it is so depressing. But I got to tell you, I'm a sucker for depressing movies. And this one, as I just said, is no stranger to that. I mean, there is people that get killed off you're not expecting right away. There's people like no one's safe type of feeling. It starts off at the opening like, oh my God, what a fucking life these two brothers are going through. And then you got there's a scene, spoiler alert, kind of, it's in the beginning of the movie where Christian Bale gets thrown into fucking prison to begin with, where he hits a couple and he's drunk leaving a bar and the baby's dead in the back seat. It has got some mad depressing fucking tactics in this movie. And I'm not going to tell you by the end of it, you're going to be cheered up. It's a realistic type take on a movie that just isn't afraid to go there. And I love that about it. I love a movie I can walk away where I'm not necessarily happy. I might be depressed the whole time, but I'm like, damn it, dude. At least that's not my life. Just kidding. Don't mean it like that. But man, like, it's just, there's something so rewarding to me about seeing such a depressing movie that's well acted. Maybe it's like, oh, maybe my life isn't that bad. Jesus, I'm not depressed after all. Just kidding. I really ain't. You read this? Fucking happy man right here. But my God, despite all that depression and depressing bullshit, my Lord, is this just a fucking knockout blow of a movie? You do get at least some sort of redemption in there, so there is that hurrah. But Out of the Furnace, guys. Holy shit. If you've not seen Out of the Furnace, fuck the rest of my video that's about to be over anyways. Just go watch it. Great fucking movie. Anyways, guys, that was a top 5 Christian Bale. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Love you guys. Damn it. Getting back in the saddle, dude. Getting my rhythm back a little bit after my week off. Keep killing it. Keep posting in the group, Box Office Banner Movies. Fucking follow us on YouTube, right the page you're on right now to watch this. Help us out, man. We love y'all. And we appreciate all the love that we get back. Seriously. And thanks again, Samantha, for this top 5. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, keep the top 5 Thursdays going. You had plenty. I might as well carry some over from your past week to the next one. Can't do that, but if you comment some of those again, I can do that. It just has to be tied to the post. Anyways, appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you.